Isaiah 42:1-9 explained, My servant, whom I uphold, mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth, I have put my spirit upon him. He shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles. Verse 1. Interpretation. The servant refers to the Messiah, Christ, chosen to fulfill the covenantal promises. The term Gentiles, Hebrew Goyim, can refer to the dispersed Israelites among the nations, the northern kingdom. This servant will restore true justice to them, aligning them back to the covenant. Fulfillment. Christ began his ministry calling the lost sheep of the house of Israel, Matthew 15:24, teaching judgment and righteousness. He shall not cry, nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the street. 2. Interpretation. The Messiah's approach is characterized by humility and quietness, focusing on his mission without seeking earthly recognition. Fulfillment. Jesus avoided public spectacle, focusing on truth and healing. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. Interpretation. This reflects Christ's compassion toward the spiritually weak among Israel, gently guiding them back to righteousness. Fulfillment. Christ's miracles and teachings were acts of restoration, especially to those estranged from the covenant. He shall not fail, nor be discouraged, till he have set judgment in the earth, and the isles shall wait for his law. Interpretation. Christ's perseverance ensures that Israel's restoration will be fulfilled, reaching even the scattered tribes in distant lands, isles. Fulfillment. The gospel was preached to the dispersed Israelites who were called back to God. I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness, and will hold thine hand, and will keep thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people, for a light of the Gentiles. Interpretation. The Messiah is given to fulfill the renewed covenant specifically with Israel, Jeremiah 31:31-33, and to be a light for the scattered tribes, Gentiles as dispersed Israelites. Fulfillment. Jesus, through his sacrifice, mediated the new covenant for Israel, Hebrews 8:8-10, and extended his call to the dispersed Israelites, John 10:16. To open the blind eyes, to bring out the prisoners from the prison, and them that sit in darkness out of the prison house. Interpretation. The Messiah's mission includes liberating Israel from spiritual blindness and the captivity of sin and estrangement from God. Fulfillment. Jesus healed physical and spiritual blindness, symbolizing Israel's awakening. I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. Interpretation. God reaffirms his exclusivity and his covenant with Israel, rejecting idolatry and ensuring his glory is revealed through his servant. Fulfillment. Christ directed all glory to the Father, fulfilling God's purpose through his life and works. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Interpretation. The fulfillment of earlier prophecies regarding Israel's history leads to the inauguration of the new covenant and the Messiah's work. Fulfillment. Christ fulfilled the law and the prophets, heralding a new era for Israel through his death and resurrection. Prophetic achievements in the context of the exclusive doctrine. Restoration of Israel. Christ's mission primarily addressed the lost and scattered tribes, fulfilling promises to regather and renew them as a holy nation. Judgment and righteousness. By establishing the new covenant, he brought judgment and law to Israel, guiding them back to their God. A light to the scattered tribes. The gospel reached the Gentiles, dispersed Israelites, fulfilling their inclusion in the redemptive plan. Healing and liberation. Christ's miracles symbolized Israel's spiritual awakening and return to covenantal blessings. Isaiah 42:1-9 underscores Christ's unique role as the servant chosen to redeem Israel, fulfill God's promises, and inaugurate the new covenant. This interpretation firmly roots the servant's mission within the covenantal framework specific to Israel's restoration.